You wish you could go back to high school now.
Yeah, I do. I think everyone does. I think everyone would love to go back a more sophisticated and well-rounded person who finally attained those securities that you so desperately want in school. So absolutely. But I also know that I would be a complete Josie Geller.
Well, as you can see, E.T. was with Drew Barrymore on the set of Never Been Kissed back in 1999, right after she filmed the iconic loser scene. But I'm so excited because Never Been Kissed is our rewind of the week. I'm not Josie Grosie anymore!
Josie Geller is a 25-year-old copy editor for the Chicago Sun-Times. She's insecure. She was a dork in high school. She wears gaucho pants. But then her editor-in-chief assigns her to be a reporter, undercover reporter at high school.
Josie Geller, you enrolled Friday. Have fun.
Oh my God, she was such a huge dork. How is she gonna go back to high school? Does she remember what high school was like? It was so traumatic. How is she gonna pull this off? And that's the premise of Never Been Kissed. Also, she's never been kissed.
Yes, she's never had that true, like, weak in the knees, full relationship kiss. So
yes.
She goes back to high school. She thinks she's got this under control. She is 25, but she actually then needs her brother Rob to also sneak back into high school.
Okay, I have a bone to pick with this movie. We gotta talk about this. Rewatching this movie is very strange because I don't know how this movie would fare in 2020. So Josie goes to high school, right? And this is spoilers. I hope you've all seen it. So she falls for her teacher, and her teacher also falls for her. And this is fine because Josie is 25 and, she's of age, but the teacher doesn't know that. So this is weird, right?
Actually, I shouldn't say that because I'm your teacher.
Oh.
And then there's the part at the party where David Arquette's with the 16-year-old.
Yeah, she's 16 years old, Rob.
I know, and a gymnast.
In a post-Me Too world, this one's not gonna fly, but you know what? It came out in 1999. It was an iconic teen rom-com. We're gonna run with it. But one thing that was crazy upon rewatching this movie, I hadn't seen this in such a long time. There are so many stars in this movie that I did not even realize were in it. John C. Reilly as Josie's boss, Molly Shannon as Josie's BFF, Michael Vartan as Josie's teacher/love interest. When I was rewatching Alias the other week, didn't even click.
Yeah, I had a huge crush on him when I watched this movie, so Michael Vartan all the way.
Octavia Spencer.
Yes, this one yes. I always forget that she's in this.
I was watching, I was like, is that Octavia Spencer? Academy Award-winning Octavia Spencer?
Yeah.
Yes, wow. Cress Williams, who I know and love as Black Lightning from the CW superhero series, played Josie's tech guru.
Oh.
And then who's hanging out in the cool guy crowd? James Franco in his very first movie role ever. But of course, we've got to talk about the one and only Jessica Alba, who is in this movie as Kirsten.
It's Kirsten.
One of the popular girls, and this was actually Jessica Alba's biggest movie role to date. This was a year before she was cast in The Dark Angel.
Shut up.
She had some of the best lines in the movie.
You do not deserve to be prom queen!
So we always like to talk about who was almost cast. So Lily Sobieski, who played her friend in this movie, was originally offered the role of Kristen.
It's Kirsten.
So one of the biatchy popular girls, but then she opted out to play the role of Aldous instead, finding that character more interesting. Talking about people that are in the film that we always forgot about, Gary Marshall is the owner of the mag or whatever in there. And when he's speaking to his employees at the Chicago Sun-Times, and he has that line where he's like,
I said to myself, holy shit, I don't even know my own kids.
His real-life daughter, Kathleen Marshall, is sitting to his right in that scene.
The costume designer for this movie, Mona May, actually said that she worked hand in hand with Drew Barrymore to find the costumes for this movie because Drew took the character of Josie Grosie very seriously. And so iconic white outfit with the feathers and the citrus bag, which one of us needs to do that for Halloween coming up.
Yeah.
Drew was very, very hands-on when it came to that costume in particular. But, you know, when E.T. cut up with Drew, she was very, very clear that her favorite part about Never Been Kissed was playing Josie Grosie.
I think I had, you know, definitely the funnest moments that I got to do in my character were the really, you know, hi Billy. I noticed that you were in math class. Like the really like zitty, bracy, like especially the pools of grease on the side of the nose. That is a hot touch.
Drew Barrymore is so delightful. And by the way, if you want to hear her talk about movies, she is like an encyclopedia when it comes to film knowledge, and she's going to have plenty of interviews on her upcoming CBS daytime talk show, The Drew Barrymore Show, which is premiering on September 14th. You can check your local listings for that one. I believe it'll also be on CBS All Access.
I haven't been this excited about a talk show in a really long time. I enjoy the Kelly Clarkson show, but it's Drew Barrymore. Like,
she is like Hollywood. She knows everyone. She has been on every set. She has a connection. She has a story. She's a great storyteller, and she's a great interviewer.
I can't wait for this one. But that's going to do it for this week's episode of Stream Queens. We are dying to know, have you recently rewatched Never Been Kissed? And do you think it's a little bit inappropriate these days? Let us know.
It definitely is. Use that hashtag Stream Queens. Let us know what you'll be streaming this weekend, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.